best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't, that's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
The gas in the back of the set, Evelyn, she's so bad, can't fade the black. The gas in the back of the set, Evelyn, she's so bad, can't fade the black. The gas in the back of the set, Evelyn, she's so bad, can't fade the black. The gas in the back of the set, Evelyn, she's so bad, can't fade the black.
So I'd like to welcome everyone back to the Fairweather Farmer channel. It has been quite a while since we've recorded. We've had a few things going on in life, and I just hope you all can forgive me for that, and we're going to try and get back into these. So with further ado, as you can kind of see here, we've started on the Western Wilds map. We're just going to take it from a clean slate. We're going to build what we can. We have purchased parcel 15. So, with that being said, you basically see everything we own. Kind of playing along the storyline that we kind of went broke. All we've got is our truck. We got a trailer, and then we got this little towable camper type homemade thing that kind of came with the property. So we're gonna play along those lines, and like I said, we're gonna jump back into it, get back into this a little bit. I totally enjoyed it the first time around, and we're gonna try and jump back into it again. So with that being said, we'll get started. So like I mentioned, we started a clean slate here, and I literally meant that this is what we own. We don't have a tractor. We'll pull up the map here and see what all we've got. Just to kind of prove to you, all we have on the entire map is 15. So 15 is going to be our main focus here in the beginning. So obviously, here on the Western Wilds, you start with, basically nothing. All of your main amenities as far as buying are mostly up in here in tile 5, and most of your selling is down here in 31. There's some more down in here. Sawmills down to the south. Your biogas plant is over here to the east. And then you also have your gold production and your wine production. So, but most of them are going to be over here. There's another sawmill there. There's the farmer's market. By sea, there's another water fill point, another farmer's market, fuel station, the vehicle shop, and then the animal dealer all up to the north. This is a fire lookout tower. And then these little dots, you see them kind of barely on there. They're actually points to where you can get rid of the rocks and the trees. And then this one here gets rid of your electrical poles. So we're going to keep all those for now. So like I said, we're going to start with 100,000 from the sale of our house in the city. We decided to move out here. We got a camper. It's quite quaint compared to what we had in the city. So I think one of our first orders of business is I kind of want to get a garden because we want to secure our own food source, per se. You don't want to be going to the store to buy groceries all the time. So I'm thinking like back over in here somewhere, we may plant a garden. There is actually a really nice open air garden that's on the mod hub. Go in here, production, greenhouses. As you can see, I've got a few different ones. But our open air garden here is basically just a bunch of raised beds. And we can produce it. We put it right in here. So one of the nice things with this garden, as you get started into it, at first all you really need is water. I mean, you can roll with just water and create tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, potatoes, sunflowers, sugar beets, soybeans, corn, and cotton. So you can do all of those in this. It's a nice mod. But as time goes on and you're able to build up, you can use seed, solid fertilizer, and even manure. So I mean, like I said, this is an awesome mod to start out with. You're able to start with just water, which is what we're gonna do. We are going to drill our own nice little water well over here where we have fairly close water. I actually do have the mod installed where you can automatically supply it with water, but that does charge you. It's right here. It's activate automatic irrigation. So you could automatically fill it up with water, but like I said, it does charge you. I don't think it's a terrible amount, but it does charge you daily for the water usage. But to where I can fill it up with a trailer off of the well and it's free. So that's what we're going to start with. We're just going to put it like over and in here so we can literally just back the trailer up here, fill it up, and drive over there. You gotta be careful with what you use. Some of them are really slow. Some of them, they do charge you. But this is the one that comes with the open air garden. I'm just gonna put it like right in there. Can't remember how fast this one is. I would assume it's pretty fast. So with that being said, we are going to need a tank to move water around. I do use like the store mod or whatever you want to call it. So I don't have to drive back and forth to the store. It's quite tedious. So we'll go in here and we're going to get a trailer. Don't remember if those are under trailers or if they're under animals. So you have your base game ABI ones here. You've got this little 2,000 gallon. For 1,700, we got 20,000 gallons we gotta fill up, so gotta keep that in mind. That's 10,000 gallons for 2,500. That's probably your best you're gonna get right there. Since 5,000 for 8,000. I mean, this one will go up to 50,000, but it's kind of cheaty, and you gotta pay $15,000 to get that. So like I said, I mean, your best bet is Just go with this one. It's 2,500. It's kind of jank looking, but it really isn't that terrible. If I'm going to be using it for water, I'll paint it blue. Just helps you to keep things straight. It's 1,000 for the paint. A little steep, but you know what? The thing's already cheap enough. So we'll just roll with it. So we do have the truck, but I kind of want like a little get-around vehicle, or at least another tractor. The tractor is the biggest thing that we're needing right now, because I mean we don't have anything to do any field work at all with, to tilt nothing up. So if I can get a tractor that can pull this around and do some field work with, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start off. Let's start off with small, but I'll probably go with a medium. Kind of hard to do field work with a small tractor. I mean, that one does go up to 152. It goes up to 101. Goes up to 130, 125, 135, 120, 105, 120, 85, so that one's 110. So I'm actually looking at this little Ford tractor here. It's actually not too terrible. Can't afford either of those. Can't afford that. I like the price on this. And I also like that it can go up to 152. And it can go up to 152 with only 9,000 added on. That's even better. So I actually kind of like this little tractor. I'm gonna roll some BKTs. With the normal. I mean, honestly, we don't really need a beacon. Kind of like the no muffler stainless. It's kind of little, but we'll just hang out with the original. Can always use extra work lights. Don't really need mud guards. Front guard, sure. No, we don't really need air conditioning. You'll probably eventually end up putting the front loader on this, but not right now. I eventually want to work up to the GPS on it. So I am going to use the auto load trailers on it as well. So I won't have to use the front loader as much, so I'm not sure if we will get the front loader or not. So, yeah, I think this is what we're going to roll with. It gets us 152 horsepower. And it kind of satisfies most of our needs for the current moment. So I know if you're playing on console and you're looking, I know this tractor might not be. Actually, I know this tractor probably won't be on console. However, you might be able to find a Lizard version or some other, like a Modders brand of some kind that you might be able to get away with, or that they've kind of changed the name up. And that they've changed the name of it up with, and they've allowed it on ModHub. So this pump actually pumps very quickly. Actually, very happy with that. And actually, I can just park that trailer there. And it can fill up and empty at the same time. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up the garden totally. Should only take a little bit longer. Oh yeah, it's full now. So we got 10,000 in the trailer. We got 20,000 in the garden itself. So I'm actually thinking about rolling with soybeans. It's get you a decent crop. Just to get us started. So we'll let that run a little bit. They'll all spawn over in here. And I'm actually going to make a little road that kind of goes around that. We're going to start that. I do have the free painting mod as well. So you are going to see I do run with a lot of mods. So I started with dirt over here. So we'll continue that trend. So we're just gonna make a little circle drive there. And it's saying that because that's where I have my shop set up at the current moment. So if I move it over there, I go back in here. And go back into this. It'll allow me to paint. We're gonna make this corner a little bit wider there. Give ourselves some room. Just gonna take this little median out here as well. So that's our little garden there. So we've already got 12 soybeans. 12 liters, I should say. So I think our next order of business is getting a piece of equipment that we can do some field work with.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
Gas in the back of the sun, never leave. She's so bad, hit the gym, made the bread. Hit the gas in the back of the sun, never leave. She's so bad, hit the gym, made the bread. Hit the gas in the back of the sun, never leave. She's so bad, hit the gym, made the bread. Hit the gas in the back of the sun, never leave. She's so bad, hit the gym, made the bread.
I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts, but something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
Gas in the back of the set, never leave. She's so bad, hit the gym, made the bag. The gas in the back of the set, never leave. She's so bad, hit the gym, made the bag. The gas in the back of the set, never leave. She's so bad, hit the gym, made the bag. The gas in the back of the set.
So with that being said, that's going to be the end of this episode. I appreciate everyone coming back and watching. I just hope you can stick around with me and as we get this series started. I know it was a little bit of a break there, but hopefully we can get back on track and we'll get back to making videos pretty frequently for you guys. So if you guys could smack that subscribe button, the like button, leave a comment for me. If you can, go ahead and answer the question for me. How much money did we sell our house for to start our new life here on the Western Wilds? Just throw that in the comments and I would greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, that's going to be the end of this one, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.